5 and 6. Juniors going 5 and 6.
Look who made it. Memphis decided to go. All right, guys, we are finally at the racetrack. So check this out. This is the deal. Last night they canceled the races on us, so wasn't a lot we could do. So we had to drive all the way down to basically Panama City, Florida. It's like a hour drive or so, something like that. We do have the Calypso out. We're gonna make a few passes. Now this is the deal. This is not test and tune today. So we have to kind of just run in between rounds. So that's what we're gonna be trying to do. Get some passes in with the car. You're probably only gonna see at the most 3 passes more than likely. We'll try to squeeze in 2 to 3 if we can. Andrew's up there. We'll catch up with him in just a minute, but we got the car unloaded. We went through everything and all seems well. We got our new shifter in. And as you guys can see, it's a lot taller. And I chose to do that just because I'm kind of a short guy. So it's easier for me. I don't have to get all the way up on the steering wheel. So we went ahead and put the Steeda Triax in it, put our new shifter in. As you guys saw before, we have our torque box reinforcements in place. So we should be good there. Now, suspension wise on the car, we don't know what to expect. Probably have to make a few adjustments, but we'll see on that. Anyway, guys, we'll go ahead, walk around a little bit, and we'll probably pick back up once we start racing, if we even get a chance to. Looks like they're gonna let us test and tune. Staging lanes 3 and 4, they said, so we'll see. We're just gonna make a shakedown run, see how the car performs, and we'll just kind of go from there. So there again, I'll go ahead and call it our first pass. I'll go with a 780. I think we can manage a 780 on the first pass, so we'll see. But I'll just set the camera up over here. I think Andrew's gonna video for me, do some slow-mo from the line, so we'll see. All right, catch you guys then. Well, that very well may have been our last pass of the day, our first and last. On a 780, so it's about what we figured on that. Car basically dead hooked and bogged, which we expected. It's gonna take a little while to learn that, but now we got a misfire. We had a misfire at the top of 3rd gear, so that's typically not good if it does that. So I have to check everything and see. May have blown a head gasket. It's a possibility. See any wires touching or anything? So we'll have to take a second and look the car over and see what happened. But it definitely started skipping at the top of 3rd. So guys, I think the car's gonna run great. Like, it hooked. Car drove straight. I was able to, you know, somewhat hit my gears. I believe if the car doesn't skip, there's a good number in it. So, but hey, I did call it 780 though. All right, I'll get back to you guys in just a second. That's pretty much our problem. So we're gonna let this thing cool down. They're calling for test and tune right now, but we need to let the car cool off and wrap this thing up really good and try to get it up out of the way. We should be good. Hopefully that was a skipping issue. Let me go ahead and let this car cool down and wrap this up, and I'll let you know if that fixed the problem. So I don't know if I showed you guys, but this is our fix. Basically, we just took this insulator right here, slid it up, moved it out of the way. The car still got a little bit of a misfire because, I mean, the wire's burnt, but for the most part, I think we'll be all right. This is how many more cars we got before they start testing tune, so should be here real soon. We'll go ahead and start our testing tune. We'll see what this thing will do. We're going to rev it up a little bit more. We're going to get the RPMs up, try to ride the clutch a little bit, and hopefully we can get it to 60 a little bit better. We'll see. basically we slipped the clutch on that one and we got into boost. Now, I feel pretty sure the car was actually spinning instead of the clutch slipping, but I can smell the clutch in the car. So we'll get it figured out. It's just a matter of figuring the car out. We need to be able to slip the clutch just a touch, and it's not really giving us that right now, but that felt really good. Although we did miss second, the car felt really good. Like, it didn't miss, it didn't skip, it left, it did spin a little bit. So maybe it is, I don't know, that's probably the correct time. It is what it is. So guys, we're getting it figured out though. I'm starting to understand the car. See, sometimes it just takes a decent pass, even whenever, well, I'll say this, sometimes it takes a specific pass for you to understand your car. And you got to think, what's the definition of insanity? Doing the same thing over and over and over again, expecting the same results. So we know we have to change it up each time if we want to get faster. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to get a 60 foot, that'll work, and then we're going to start turning the car up, hitting our gears a little bit better. It is what it is, guys. Overall though, trust me on this, I'm actually pretty pleased. I told you guys this car was not going to go out and run sixes first couple passes. This whole 5-speed thing though, it's probably gonna have to go. All right guys, let's let the car cool down, see if we can get back into a test and tune lane. I'll get up with you guys then. All right, so looks like we're gonna probably go ahead and wrap it up tonight or this evening. I don't think they're gonna do any more test and tune, so we got the car out and honestly did pretty good for the most part. I'm happy with it. I know this is nowhere near the number any of us wanted to run. The car best ran a 780, guys, 780. But Andrew will tell you, and we'll talk about it a little bit more. We'll do that. Like, once we get back home, we'll talk about it. But I'll just tell you this, I'm actually pretty impressed with it. Plus, we're on low boost. So we're gonna probably go ahead and load up. If we do make another run, cool. I'm not anticipating us doing that. So I'll probably go ahead and load the car up and we'll talk once we get back home. Well, as you can see, we made it back from the track. So let's talk about that real quick. So how do I feel after my first outing with the car? Well, to be completely honest with you, I'm actually very happy with the car, the way it ran. Now, we did not run the number that we wanted to see, by no means. Weren't even close, actually. But overall, I feel like the car makes the power. The car has the power, the mile an hour is there. So let's go over the first run and what happened. The first run, the car bogged out of the hole, which was kind of expected. I didn't know, where I needed to leave with it. And then somewhere around third gear, the car started misfiring really bad. So pulled it back around, found out that it was just spark plug wires. Fixed that, and we really thought we were going to be on a pass on the next one. I was going to turn it up a little bit more. We were going to come on out of the hole, maybe slip the clutch a little bit, and hopefully be on a pass. Well, that didn't work out exactly as we had planned. Way better, as you can see in the video, but it either spun the tires or the clutch was slipping. Now, it's hard to tell at the track. The car was still going straight. I do think that it was spinning the tires a little bit, but I was unable to get the car to go into second gear. It wouldn't go. So finally I just had to get completely out of the gas, try a couple times to get it to go into gear. So no really fault of the car itself. I mean, that's just the nature of the beast. It's got a King Cobra style clutch in it, so it's just not going to be strong enough to do this. So with that being said, we pretty much smoked the clutch. We're going to have to buy a new clutch kit for the car. That's going to run us about $600 to $700. Now, why is that? I'm not going twin disc. I'm not doing any of that. I would be going with a spec stage 3 plus clutch and a Liberty input shaft, or a 26 spline input shaft. Couple those two together and that's pretty expensive, so about $600. All right guys, we can spend $600 on this transmission and start over again. Hopefully we figure it out, or we can do something completely different, which is what we're gonna do. I'm gonna go ahead, wrap this video up, and as always, thanks for watching. So with that being said, good friend of mine has a TKO 600 face plated. We could go that route, absolutely. Me personally, I still just want to try an automatic in my car. It's something I want to do, guys. I have nothing to prove in the 5-speed game. Like I said before, I'm not interested in that. I'm more of a street car guy anyway when it comes to like a 5-speed. If I'm gonna be at the races and I'm gonna be racing and just cruising around, honestly, I just prefer like a built automatic. So where can I find a good C4? Where can I find a C4 at? Oh, look at that. So we're gonna leave that there, okay? We think we've got all the issues worked out with Andrew's C4. We think, whatever, big deal. If it leaks some more, we can fix that. But guys, look, we're gonna be doing something different, okay? I feel pretty sure that's what's gonna be happening right here. I'm not 100% sure, but I feel pretty sure. Anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and wrap this video up, guys. Just know that I'm pretty pleased with what happened today with the car. It showed me a mile an hour, and I think we can make this car go down the track. I just don't want to deal with it with a 5-speed. I just don't. I want to be consistent, and that's just what we're probably going to do. But with all that being said, I'm going to go ahead, wrap this video up, and as always, thanks for watching.